followers, and here you are with the Rasa the Dancer, and the Rasa the Dancer has a microphone, and I'm so excited because it's my first one. I'm trying to make better quality videos for you because I had some comments saying, oh, you are amazing, but we cannot hear you or we cannot understand you. Well, I got this microphone and I got a couple of few other ones that I can use outdoors, and I will test it, see what happens. But I also have this ring light flashing in my face. I'm almost blind. But again, it's for better quality videos for you, my peoples. So as promised, I'm trying to do my best and make them as good as possible. Hopefully at some point I will hit the jackpot, because at the moment I'm still experimenting and what looks weird and what is comfortable for me. And I have to be honest, this flashing light in my face makes my eyes a bit crossed. So if you see me cross-eyed, it's not my natural state. Anyway, I do actually have a video for you, and this one, again, based on a lot of women requesting it, I'm making a video of my 5 pieces of advice of what to do when a guy gets a bit too close whilst dancing. I know some of you are a little bit confused of what's the right etiquette on the dance floor to express yourself, that ooh, it's too much. Then I thought, okay, how can I approach the situation? I thought it through, and I have my five pieces of advice of how to treat the situation, ladies, when the guy gets a little bit too close. Okay, so my first and most important, I think, advice is, in a situation when you feel that the guy is too close, anytime you are uncomfortable, it is a time to do something about the situation. You never want to think, oh, I'll just power through that one dance. You never want to think, oh, well, maybe, but maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, maybe he's right, maybe I'm just being whatever. Anytime you feel uncomfortable in a dance, you should step away from that situation, even if you don't know what the right response is. Because in the end of the day, dance is supposed to bring you happiness, it's supposed to give you positive energy, and anything that is not only not positive energy but makes you feel uncomfortable, or I will go even a little bit further, feel like somebody is violating your personal space, that is a big deal. I never know, and I will never know what the situation is. Only those 2 people know who are dancing. But the reality is that if you feel like your personal space being violated, you should immediately step away from the situation. If you don't know what to say, make an excuse. If you don't know whether it's a right feeling or wrong feeling, make an excuse. If you definitely know that somebody is being then you should let them know, or if you feel bad with confrontation, you should let some of the organizers or the teachers know. Doesn't matter. You should definitely not be in that position for a long period of time where you're dancing the whole song and feeling like something bad is happening. That's not what the dance is about. We have enough situations in life where we have to go through these feelings thinking, should I speak up? Should I say something that I feel uncomfortable? That it's enough. Yes, life gives us enough of situations where we actually feel like we can't speak up, even if we can. But work environment and family and stuff. So dancing where you actually choose to go and pay money to learn the dance and have a good time is definitely not a place where you should be feeling uncomfortable. So my advice number 1, if you have some sort of not nice feelings about dancing with that person that close, you shouldn't do it. Step away. Okay, advice number 2. If the guy is dancing too close to you, and you can tell can tell it's not because he has bad intentions. Maybe maybe he just doesn't know any better, in the sense that he goes to a class, somebody would tell them, oh, you need to dance closer, and nobody explains how to dance closer, so the poor guy is doing his best and maybe feels just as uncomfortable as you might be feeling. So my advice number 2 would be, try and say to that kind of guy that you are uncomfortable in a really nice way, as nice as possible. Maybe even with a smile, saying something like, ooh, well, that's a little bit too close to my liking. I don't know, right? Or something like, make a joke saying, it's a bit too much for my liking. Or, buy me dinner first, ha ha ha, just joking. Something, but my point is that try not to destroy that person's feelings, because they really might be getting close to you just because they were told to. They just haven't figured out how to do it the right way yet. So if you know that person, you can even take them on the side after the dance or something and say, when you come closer, it's really like weird when you do it like that, but if you do it like this, I would actually really like it. You know what I mean? If you don't know that person very well, keep it nice and simple. During the dance, just smile and say, that's a little bit too close for me. And that's it. And usually they will appreciate it and they get it. Most of the time they get it immediately. They back off. Unless you're just going, I don't like dancing close. Well, then you just seem like you are being in a particular way, and that puts them off, and they might think that there's something wrong with you rather than them. So just be polite about it, smile, make a joke, and just explain to them that coming close not necessarily means like not being able to breathe, right? So be nice the way you say it, but definitely say something, for sure. You don't want them to be spreading around, suffocating women, and probably they don't want to be that kind of guy, so definitely say something. Okay, advice number 3 comes after advice number 2. So first, if the guy's dancing too close to you, and you already mentioned that that's too close to you, and he seems to still not quite get it for whatever reason, could be so innocent, but it doesn't seem like he's giving you enough space after you said something, politely, of course. Then the next thing, you can create space with your frame. So if you are in a ballroom hall, yes, when you have your hand around the guy and the other hand's holding, you can always, the hand that is on the shoulder, go inwards and slightly push away, creating the space, catching his attention. He'll notice you slightly pushing away gently, and you smile. It's like, that's the space I would like to keep. Something like that. I know it's not something they would prefer to experience, but that's why we do this only after we already said something. Because if you haven't said anything and you just keep on pushing away, it seems a little bit rude, because he might not understand what's going on. He might just think you're just pushing away for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's wrong? Why she keep on pushing away? So always try to say something first, and only then, when they haven't listened, if they haven't listened, that's when we want to use our frame to slightly move away. Or if it's too much in a close hold like this, you might want to just dance off into and give him the hands, just to let him know, you know what, I in this dance would love to continue dancing with you, but I need this space. They might like it, they might not, but as I said before, you are not there to make them happy. Yes, it's supposed to be both people happy, or at least semi-happy. At least a little bit of happiness. It's supposed to happen from both sides. So if one of the party is like really uncomfortable, it makes no sense to me. right? So we do our best, we say politely first, and if that doesn't work, we try to slightly push away with our frame, or just show them the hands so that we want to keep the distance. Still smile and say, yes, still want to dance with you, just would like to keep my space. If they don't want to dance with you again after, well, it is what it is. But it's something you gotta do for you. So you will notice how we gradually walking from polite into not really. Advice number 4, just walk away. We don't, I have only walked away from a dance maybe once or twice. Only once I remember. And I'm saying maybe twice because there might have been one more time that I can't recall. But we never want to walk away from a dance. We want to be able to communicate and spread positivity and love and understanding. So we never walk away from the dance. We whether say something first, we might give them some gestures, but we walk away when it's actually becoming rude, uncomfortable, or dangerous, or disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? So if the guy is coming to you and it's like clearly so close that no teacher have ever taught him that, okay? Maybe he has never been in a class and just picked up a few basic steps and looked at people dancing close and just thought that he can come as close as he wants and that's the way it goes, and he doesn't understand there's technique with approaching a person so close. So then if you say something like ha ha ha, it's too close, it's still grabbing you, and then you try to push away with the frame and he keeps on pushing you towards close, you can, I give you my permission, not that you need one, but I give you my blessing to say, I gave you a couple of notices that I don't like to dance this close, so I am sorry, but I will walk away and walk. That would be something I would say. I know some women wouldn't even bother even explaining. I might be more of an explaining even if I'm walking away, only because I want them to know exactly what happened, and also because I'm the professional. So usually I'm teaching at the night, I'm DJing at the night, everybody knows me in that night. So I want to make sure that if I'm insulting somebody or putting somebody in their place, they know why, and then they don't go walking around telling other people. Does that make sense? So I'm doing a little bit more of like, I gave you a notice, you don't seem to understand what I'm trying to say to you. Dancing this close with you makes me uncomfortable, so I will let you go. And I walk. But you can just walk. Really. We don't owe anybody an explanation, but we already mentioned something and we pushed away. So some people, in this case we're talking about the guys, I'm sorry guys, I will make one video for you soon, but if they don't get it, just walk. Don't even bother. Don't waste your time. You said, you showed, not paying attention, bye bye. I go, I walk, I find somebody else to dance with, right? So that is my advice number 4, walk. Okay, so now my final advice, I'm gonna leave you with this. Try, no matter what the situation is, to be a little bit more understanding. Not every guy comes with bad intention. You have to understand that everybody in the dancing environment are trying to do their best. They're trying to learn the dance. A lot of them haven't been close to a human being unless they with a girlfriend, wife, or family member. And to be honest, some people live their lives without having a lot of personal connection. Maybe in their family nobody hugged them particularly a lot. Maybe they don't have a best friend who would hug them for no reason. So when they suddenly go into the dancing environment and we immediately as teachers tell them, you have to dance closer. Come on, closer, closer, closer. Can you imagine what that does to a person? And especially for a man who is not used to showing affection, he doesn't know how to hold a woman and not make it personal, hence why sometimes it becomes weird. They have to go through a process where they get comfortable within the positions. They have to get comfortable with the human-to-human contact. They have to wrap their head around the fact that being close doesn't mean anything but the dance that it is how we dance the dance. I wonder whether, because I'm wearing a microphone, I wonder whether you heard the siren. Ooh, I'll be watching in my editing whether my microphone works or not. Anyway, coming back to the point. So give them, ladies, give the guys a benefit of a doubt. If they're really close and it's uncomfortable, try to figure out whether the intention is bad or you've seen him dance and he's just trying to figure it out. And then, maybe even saying something not always is a good idea. Sometimes we are so sensitive and it's all about invading my space, and when the guy is just trying to practice the right position. So sometimes just being a little bit patient and actually taking it with the pinch of salt that, okay, this is not uncomfortable, this is just a little bit weird because he's learning. So try to actually always judge the situation and see whether it comes from he's invading my space and it's uncomfortable, or whether it comes from he's learning and it's a little bit strange. But I can handle it because he's practicing. So this is two completely different things. And if you try and come from understanding state, then definitely when it's not the nice situation but the other one, then you will not need to feel awkward about saying something because you gave somebody a benefit of a doubt. You tried to be the better person and let guys practice all of these close positions that sometimes might not work out for you. So then when it's not cool, it ain't cool. And then you can express yourself with freedom because you tried to give them the benefit of a doubt first. So that is my final number 5 advice for you. That's it. We finished with the video, and ladies, I hope that was useful. If you were confused of how you should treat the situation when the guy gets a bit too close in a dance, I hope this video solved your tiny little problem. And I hope this made it a better sound and you can actually understand what I'm talking about. I hope that ring light that is making me blind at least makes me bright enough for you to see me. As I said, I try for you, and I hope you find these videos useful. And if you do, you gotta subscribe and make sure that you ring the bell and of course get notified for more videos. And all of the guys who are watching, don't worry. If you'd like me to make a video about specific situations that you feel uncomfortable with on the dance floor with the girls, please leave a comment. I will make sure to do so. Equal opportunities here at the Rasa's the Dancers channel. Ladies and guys, I love you both the same, and I will see you around on my other videos. By the way, if you'd like to come and learn some dancing from me, make sure to go to my website, dancewithrasa.com. There's many courses there in London and all over the world to check me out. You can actually join the classes and learn real technique, how to dance close. So check me out, and I'll see you on other videos.